Good evening, everybody. Hope you all are having a very Merry Christmas. I know I've already made a tech guide, but this video is going to be specifically about how to speedrun and how much game tester is involved. And by the end of this, hopefully I've been able to help you achieve a new personal best or possibly a new world record, because we all know mine wasn't perfect. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. In Grace, stairs are your best friend. They're the key to keeping momentum. They're the reason world records and improving at the game even exist in the first place. They help you outrun Carnation and get you into safe spots much more easier. You want them during your run. And it's safe to say that without the usage of stairs, improving your movement is just not possible. Now, let's backtrack a little bit. If you were paying attention, you would have heard me say the word momentum. Keep that word in mind, because that's what separates the bad players from the decent players, and the decent players from the good players. So now I'm going to go over the 3 methods of movement that I've seen basically everybody use in their speedruns. The first one is just sliding and letting go of shift. This increases your slide time and makes you kind of faster compared to holding shift, but when you're in runs, it's such a minuscule difference that it doesn't even matter. So yeah, this is also pretty slow. The next method will be mashing, whether that's just spamming crouch or holding jump and spamming crouch. Both are pretty decent at gaining speed, but it's not the best, just because you're not sliding down any stairs. Now the last method is what I do in all my runs. I turn sharp and then I immediately start jumping at the door frames. And look how much faster I go compared to the other two. It's just unbeatable. The last method I showed you is what you should be aiming for, and it's what you need to learn if you want to take Grace seriously. I also talked about it in my previous guide, and it's known as ping-ponging. Ping-ponging helps you keep momentum because you are jumping against the mesh of the door frame, ultimately pushing you forward and keeping you in the air for longer. Being able to reduce friction is what will make you improve. Risking. It's poetry in motion. In Grace, risking is when you purposefully avoid a safe spot to open more doors, speeding up Carnation and finishing level rooms faster than if you were to stay behind in a safe spot. However, many things can go wrong while risking. You are vulnerable to multiple corridors, and if you trimp, it's even harder to risk due to the messed up room generation. Now, knowing this, you might be asking, how do you successfully risk? Now, risking is pretty simple. All you have to do is equip the default crouch and just wait in a lever. Incarnation won't kill you. But do be mindful that they did buff the camera shakes in this game because the devs just hate speedrunning. So it will be harder to control the camera shake once you're inside the lever. My tip is do it very late. You have to kind of predict when Carnation's about like right here, and then crouch down. It should work better that way. Now, I'm about to risk here, so just watch what happens. And I live. It's pretty easy once you get the hang of it. As you can see, I'm playing pretty ballsy with Slugfish. You can always just slide under him, because his hitbox comes from his head, not his whole entire body. And I also don't care about Carnation. You also can risk in this lever. Even though his body goes straight through you, his hitbox comes from his ray casting, so it doesn't matter. He won't detect you. And again, I played risky with Slugfish there. You can also do that, which is pretty cool, except I'm playing without audio, so I forgot that it was a save room. Again, don't care about the safe spot. Right down here. And I somehow broke Elkman's line of sight, which is really weird to me. I thought I would have been dead there. I died right there because the lever wasn't short enough for me. The clips you just watched were all successful risks, except for when I died. If you are confident enough to risk in every safe room, you can collect a massive time save throughout your run, which makes you look like a better player and makes you feel way more accomplished with your improvement overall. But since I don't have much more ideas for this part, that's all you're gonna get from me. If you have more specific and in-depth questions, you could put them in the comment section and I'd be happy to answer them. For now, let's move on to the last part of the video. I feel like it would be very rude of myself if I ended off the video after the art of risking, so this part is just going to be some quick and niche tips that I've learned while playing Grace for the past 2 weeks. First off, Dozer isn't that scary and hard. Whenever I watch other people's runs for fun, I see them crouch super early because they're terrified of losing their run. The key to improving is to not be afraid of losing at all. Dozer has around a 2.5 second cooldown before he opens his eyes, and during that time you can get some extra distance before stopping and crouching. You can also crouch in mid-air, which has helped me many times before, and I don't think many people understand that. Dozer also comes 3 doors after carnation and safe from 5 every time, which coincidentally is when a safe spot appears. Next is Sorrow. Sorrow only kills right when the screen shake ends, allowing for crazy risks if you get good enough room generation. You can also stand under the locked doors of the lever rooms to survive him if you're risking. Something else I want to mention is how many carnation cycles there are for each safe room. So safe room 0 has 1, meaning you could just full risk it. Safe room 1 has 2, safe room 2 has 3, safe room 3 has 3, safe room 4 has 3, and safe room 5 has 4. Just keep the number of cycles in your head while running, especially in safe room 5 because it gets kind of confusing doing all the combos. Finally, don't be discouraged to play just because of other people's runs. Focus on you and try to be the best version of yourself. Now that might sound cliche, but that advice can go for anything in life if you just don't get lost in the toxic mentality of comparison. And with that, I think I finally run out of ideas. Thank you for watching, and I hope I've been able to help you break some personal bests or even help you get new world records in the future. Because category isn't dead, no matter how much I say it is. Okay, sorry for the abrupt ending, but Ali fucking noticed me on Twitter. I didn't even think she would see the mention, dude. Holy shit. Like this is generational, bro. This shit is crazy. The magnitude that this has on the Uchiha lore, this is great. Fuck, it's my Christmas present, bro.